What's up everyone, I'm IAMOBG for TastingSkills.com. Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about Firestone Walker Brewing. Now this brewery makes a lot of barrel-aged beers and they make all kinds of things, but we're gonna focus on the barrel-age program that they have. Now, I've cut this in 3 parts, so we're gonna cover first their single bottling, like this one, the Tequila, the Mezcal Limon, the Helldorado, and so on. Then we're gonna cover the Velvet Merkin, and we'll finish up with the anniversary beers. So, you should subscribe if you wanna catch all of those. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Firestone Brewing. First of all, Firestone Brewing was established in 1996, so they've been around here for 25 years. They are located in Paso Robles. They're the 4th largest brewer that is considered craft in California, and they're in the top 20 when it comes to largest craft brewers in the country. All right, so let's take a closer look at the Tequila Barrel Sunrise 2021. This has an ABV of 11% and an IBU of 21. This beer starts out as the Helldorado, that is barrel aged in extra anhilled tequila with cherry and orange bitters, barreled for 24 months. Then they blend them and finish them with an infusion of orange zest and hibiscus. Then we have the Mezcal Limon 2021. This has an ABV of 13.5 and an IBU of 14. Now this beer is brewed with agave, chili peppers, and sea salt, and then aged in mezcal barrel with a complement of matured in oak bitters barrels, and then finished with some lime zest. Then we have the Parabola Imperial Stout aged in bourbon, rye, and wheat whiskey barrel 2021. This has a 13.6% ABV and an IBU of 55. This is aged a mixed array of barrels for 12 months and then blended. Now let's move on to the Ubada 2018 vintage barley wine ale, or if you read it from right to left, it's called Abacus. 12.5% ABV, and this has an ABU of 31. Then we have the Helldorado 2017 barrel-aged blonde barley wine ale at 12.8% ABV. This one is also discontinued, but you can find it still in the market. Now, before we get to these amazing tasting notes here, do you want to taste like a pro? Then head over to TastingSkills.com, put your name and email into the magical box, and I will send you my free 17-page guide to the fundamentals of tasting. But not only that, if you want to get a fancy sober hat like that, or if you'd like to get a sober t-shirt, well, they're also on the website. And right now, if you use the promo code IAMOBG, then you will get free shipping. Now let's get to these beautiful beers and let's take a closer look at the tasting notes. Starting with the Tequila Barrel Sunrise 2021. On the color, it's clear orange amber with red notes on the rim. On the nose, you get this beautiful nose of what is tequila into layers of orange zest, lemon, hibiscus, guava, lime, orange blossom, lavender. This nose has so many layers and is just so well balanced. This is just superb. On the mouthfeel, it's a perfect copy on what I got on the nose, but this is light and delicate. It has the tequila hints and there are oranges layers that come mixed with the hibiscus. But this is just a drinker. And the alcohol doesn't show even if it's at 11 ABV. Yes, you get it at the back of the palate, but this just has a perfect balance. This was so fruity and delicious, and it's light. It basically says what it's on the bottle here. This is a tequila sunrise in style beer, and it's word for word here. You get a lot of this beautiful orange explosion, the tequila, all of those layers are so well balanced, and this is just really a good job from Firestone Walker, because what it says on the bottle is exactly what they deliver. Now let's move on to the Mezcal Limon 2021. On the color, you get this beautiful amber with light amber rim. On the nose, this nose is more closed and this has a dirty funk coming at you. This represents that the mezcal is all over this. Even have notes of tabalas in there. So you get the orange bitter intermix with it. Yes, there's some small hints of the chili, but it's hidden, and they are mixed with lime peels. On the mouthfeel, the mezcal comes at you in layers intermixed with the agave nectar and the zesty lime. This is really pretty, and the chili is driven by the acidity, but this isn't overpowering. It mostly gives it out in another dimension, and is lengthy as the finish is long and complex. This is a real tour de force. I mean, the mezcal layers were just never ending on here. you had the lime, you had the agave, you just had so many layers, and I'm really impressed here. And like I said, for me, I even found like specific tabalas like mezcal here. This is how perfect this beer is. And up to now, I have to say, this is my favorite out of all of them. It is just so pretty and it is so good. Just wow on this one. All right, let's move on to the Parabola Imperial Stout, aged in bourbon, rye, and wheat whiskey barrel. Now in the color, you get this black brown with a light brown rim, and you get this nice foamy head with tiny bubbles. On the nose, there's rich layers of stout that deliver coffee notes mixed with the bourbon barrel. This nose is expensive and it fills the room. The moment I remove the glass lid, it just comes at you. On the mouthfeel, it has a high alcohol, but this delivers chocolate cake and layers after layers that just turn this into an acidity that pushes this beautiful coffee roasted note that is so good. The length is all bourbon barrel, and yes, the alcohol is high, but the finish is very lengthy. This was really good, but it needs time in the bottle. This 2021 was so intense, and I've made a review of the Goose Island previously. These beers are just really good, but they need time, especially when we're talking in high alcohol, because the barrel bourbon just takes over the whole beer. Was it good? Yes. Was there high alcohol? Absolutely. Do I think it needs time? Of course. This is the thing. You have to buy this and you have to sit on it. It just takes time for them to develop into the bottle. All right, let's move on to the Scuba Barrel Aged Barley Wine Ale 2018. On the color, you get this beautiful brown to a light brown rim. On the nose, beautiful barley wine nose, since this has some age on it and it's well evolved. It gives you these lovely fruit like orange, tangerine, red apples that turn into molasses, caramel, toffee, hints of coffee roasting. On the mouthfeel, you get this beautiful caramel, apple, toffee, coffee, red fruit like red pears, currant that turns into this long acidity that delivers layers of fruitiness that go on forever. And yes, this is just a never-ending finish. This is well evolved here. We could really see this has 2018, meaning it's already had 3 years in the actual bottle. The layers, the complexity, the nose is just so beautiful, so well balanced. This is just a monster, and the acidity just drives all these never-ending layers. I'm absolutely in love, and it shows that you need to take time, really buy some, put some aside, and then taste them ever so often every year so that you could see them evolve. Otherwise, you're just throwing your money in the garbage. Yes, they're good out of the gate, but they are just so amazing as they evolve. All right, let's move on to the last beer, and that will be the Helldorado 2017 Barrel-Aged Blonde Barley Wine Ale. On the color, we get this beautiful orange to deep gold notes and a yellow rim. On the nose, the orange blossom, the lavender, the roses, the mangoes, apricots, jalapeno, just a beautiful nose. On the mouthfeel, this is light and well evolved, since this already has 5 years, and the shows, since this is just ready to drink right now. It's long layers of orange, caramel, apple that are just beautifully intermingled with the tannins that drive all these red fruits. That beer was such a beautiful drinker. I mean, wow, like it shows that you have to buy those beers and then cellar them and put them aside and really take your time into investing in them. Like I said previously, you can't just go buy them and drink them. Yeah, they're good, but I mean, that 2017 was just crazy well evolved and so beautiful. And I'm pretty sure that there's still some out there in the market. So you should try to find them. All right, let's take a look and do a quick recap of them, of what you should buy and what you should pass on. Starting with the Tequila Barrel Sunrise 2021. This was absolutely beautiful, a great drinker out of the gate. This, of course, is a buy. Then we have the Mezcal Limon 2021. This was also super delicious. I'm a big mezcal guy, so for me, this is an absolute buy. Then we have the Parabola Parabola 2021. This is also a buy. I'm sure if you guessed, the only thing I would recommend is that you buy some, you put it away, you forget about it, and you taste them again every other year. Let's move on to the Ubada 2018 Vintage Barley Wine Ale. That was just absolutely stunning. Like I said, these beers just need time in the bottle. And then finally, we have the Helldorado 2017. This was just so delicious and amazing. And for me, this was the most surprising out of all of them. Like I said previously, you need to take the time to collect these, to put them away, and then to forget about them. My suggestion is that you buy at least 3 if you're gonna go after one of these beers. Yes, it's great to taste them out of the gate, and you can do that, but if you do get a bourbon high alcohol one, I would buy 2 or 3 of those if you were able to. I would cellar them, and I would drink one every year so that you see how that beer actually evolves. All right, I know that these are not inexpensive, but these are well worth the money, and like you see, they're all absolutely collectible, so you should chase those down. All right, that's gonna do it for me. I'm OBG for tastingskills.com. Please remember to smash that like button and subscribe, so go down there and click the bell. Otherwise, my friend, please remember, stay sober. Peace.